Welcome back. We are here at 1:04 left on the clock until the start of this men's basketball matchup. They're going to get into starting lineups here. Chase Rowland is here to join me.
Maddie, I'm back with you here on color commentating. Really happy to be back here at home in Macomb Fieldhouse to a packed crowd, it looks like, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen here between two evenly matched teams this season.
Absolutely. Last time we saw these two teams was on January 23rd at Clarion University. 82-77 was the final score. Fighting Scots coming out with a win on that one. I was on the call for that one. Chase, were you listening?
I was not listening, Maddie. You caught me there, but I looked at the score chart, and Edinboro came out with a big win on the road, and it's always hard to do on the road, as we always say.
Absolutely. So we're going to be getting into starting lineups. Before we came back from our little intermission between the two games, the alumni that are here this weekend that they were, I can't think of recognized. Why couldn't I think of the word recognized? They were recognized before this game. A great size of alumni for their first alumni basketball weekend. I know they had something with the Bayhawks going on last night, and then today they've kind of gotten to spend the day with the team, I believe, and they get to be out here at the game, so that's pretty cool. And I know head coach Pat Cleary is an alum himself. I didn't see him out here on the court when they were doing the alum, but I assume that's because he was downstairs with his team.
Getting the game plan ready for today, Maddie. Most definitely.
So, but Sheldon Brogdon was out there, the assistant coach for player development is his official title. Sheldon Brogdon was a player here when I first started school, so I recognized his name, and I knew him from when I started. And then also Coach Bess of the women's basketball team. He's the assistant coach. He was also out there on the court. So some familiar faces, and it looked like a lot of people were seeing people that they hadn't in a while, and they were really enjoying kind of like the alumni experience and just getting to know each other, get to see each other again,
Yeah, it's always great when you work so hard and you're recognized for your efforts and coming back to a warm, open arm community like Edinboro. So it was really great to see before we start this game.
Absolutely. So we're getting into starting lineups here. Over on Clarion side, number 0, Kyrie Williams. Number 3, Elijah Cotterill. Number 5, Lawrence Lemon. Number 11, Brandon Williams. And number 33, Jonathan Williams. So we have 3 Williams in the starting lineup here. None of them are from the same area. We will be specifying, though, throughout the night, either Kyrie, Brandon, or Jonathan, so that you can know which player exactly has the ball. Over for your Edinboro Fighting Scots starting lineup. We'll be getting started in momentarily. I know they play music, so I don't want to
Talk over
the music is starting. Okay. I didn't want to go before their music goes, So we've got number 3, Daylon Harris, number 11, Jaron Simpson, number 15, Alex J, number 33, Turner Kurt, number 45, Trey Staunch. So today, other than being alumni weekend, I guess we're calling it, for the men's basketball team, there's also a special Make-A-Wish presentation at halftime that we will be able to bring to you right here on 88.9. So make sure you stay tuned through the first half of the game, and then for that, and then the second half of the game as well, as this should be a good matchup. The men's Fighting Scots coming into this game. There's a little bit of a misprint on they're coming into this game 8-15 overall, and 5-13 in the PSAG West. Clarion coming into this game 5-18 overall, and 3-15 in the PSAG West.
Yeah, you just read it there, Maddie. The teams being so even as it is, I'm just really looking forward to see which team will bridge the gap and get out of the slump that they've been in most of the season. But it's always great to, end well.
Clarion out on the court, ready to go here. Edinboro making their way out. Daylon Harris giving some practice dribbles in with the game ball, I guess. And with starting tip up here, Clarion will grab the ball to begin with. Cotterill gets the ball to Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams over to Kyrie Williams at the top of the arc, to Brandon Williams on the left, inside to Jonathan Williams. He turns around and puts the first 2 points on the board. 2-0 the score. Sits 19:37 left on the clock for this first half. Jared Simpson with the ball, hands it off, attempts to hand it off to Turner Kurt. Ball is going to roll out of bounds off of Simpson's hands. Excuse me. Brandon Williams with the ball at the top of the arc. Moves to the left side. Hands it off to Kyrie Williams at the top of the arc. Back to Brandon Williams on the left. A last second pass to Cotterill to keep the ball in bounds. But nothing will amount to that play there, or no points will amount to that play there. 19:02 left on the clock for the first half. Simpson attempts to pass the ball to Staunch. And the bounce is a little high even for Staunch's reach, although Staunch is standing at 6'4", I believe. Brandon Williams with the ball, hands it off to Jonathan Williams on the right. He takes a three. It's going to be no good. Daylon Harris will grab the rebound. He gets it to Simpson. Simpson will take it across half court for the Fighting Scots. He gets stopped at the top of the arc as Clarion has given them the defense of, I don't know what to call it. They're just giving them hard defense. No points will amount to, or no points will come from that play, but Clarion will grab the ball, run down to Edinboro side of the court, and missed attempt is going to land in Edinboro's hands. Daylon Harris putting up Edinboro's first 2 points. All tied up here 2-2 with 18:07 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Cotterill with the ball for Clarion. He hands it off to Brandon Williams on the right. Back to Cotterill, over to Jonathan Williams. Back to Cotterill in the arc now. Trying to get past Edinboro defenders. He finds Lawrence Lemon. And an attempted shot from Clarion is no good. Daylon Harris gets a hand on it, pumps the ball up and out of the air. It goes across half court. He races for it, but Clarion gets there before him. They will grab the ball once again. 20 seconds left on their shot clock here now. Cotterill to Brandon Williams at the top of the arc. Inside the arc, he hands it to Jonathan Williams. Jonathan Williams going up for the shot. It is no good, but there was a whistle before. Jonathan Williams standing at 6'8". Underneath that basket. He'll be at the line here shooting two as there's a foul called on Turner Kurt.
Yeah, it's always hard to match up with someone who's that tall, and I'm really curious to see who they'll put on Jonathan Williams to try to stop him from getting into the paint and just control the game.
First one is good. 3-2 the score now sits Clarion in the lead. 17:22 left on the clock for the first. Jonathan Williams, I've seen in the first 3 minutes or so, Jonathan Williams does a lot what Trey Staunch, or does something like what Trey Staunch does. He stands in that paint, waits for the ball, turns around quickly, pumps it, then puts it up.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want from a big man, just controlling the paint area and asking for that ball.
Simpson with the ball across half court on Clarion's side. Moving quickly. He attempts a three. It isn't going to be no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Simpson has that movement, though, that he can dribble and keep it dribbling, but he moves like he's on air, kind of, and he's just back and forth all the way up, and he moves quick, too.
But yeah, Jaron Simpson's a great facilitator, great to have at the point guard position for any team.
Cotterill with the ball across half court. He hands off to Brandon Williams, over back to Cotterill on the right, to Jonathan Williams inside the arc. Jonathan Williams to Kyrie Williams, over to Cotterill, and it's going to go out of bounds. Be Edinboro's ball by their bench. Jay with the throw in to Simpson. Simpson will take it across half court here. Hand it off to Jay. Jay to Simpson. The ball's going to almost go out of bounds. Elijah Cotterill throws the ball back. It lands in Jaron Simpson's hands. He attempts the shot. It is no good. Daylon Harris leaping over Clarion's players to grab the ball. Gets it back to Simpson, and there will be points tying up the score 4-4. Down here on Edinboro's side, Alex J grabs the ball, takes the shot. It is no good, but Jaron Simpson will come over and tip it in. Edinboro now leading 6-4 with 16:07 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Cotterill with the ball. Hands it inside to Jonathan Williams. He turns around, takes a shot. It is no good. Alex J will grab the rebound. Simpson with the ball takes it across half court for the Fighting Scots. On the left side, he attempts to pass it to Trey Staunch, but Jonathan Williams will get in there really quickly. He makes his way all the way down to Edinboro's basket and dunks it. And this is a quick dunk because Jonathan Williams is standing at 6'8".
Yeah, he had hands like a point guard there and just took it straight to the rack. Great play by Jonathan Williams. For a guy his size, that's a point guard-like move.
Edinboro turned it around, though, and got a three-point shot from Daylon Harris. So 9-6 the score sits. 15:29 left on the clock for the first half of this game. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSE Fighting Scots Radio. Welcome back here at Macomb Fieldhouse. 15:29 left on the clock for the first half of this game. 9-6 the score sits. Edinboro in the lead. Chase Rowan is here with me, Matty G.
The Matty G.
The Matty G, as Gabe Hypes would call me. Clarion with the ball to start off the coming back from halftime. That's what I want to say. Or coming back from timeout. That's what I want to say. Not halftime. Brandon Williams with the ball in the arc. He takes a shot, and it's going to be good. 9-7 the score. 9-8 the score now sits. 15-8. 15:08 left on the clock for the first half of this game. I am struggling here right now. Daylon Harris to Jaron Simpson at the top of the arc. Inside, back to Harris. He makes his way up towards the basket, puts up a shot. It is no good. Clarion will grab the rebound. It almost goes out of bounds. Daylon Harris will keep it in bounds, but they're going to say it went off of Harris's hands and out of bounds. So it'll be Clarion's ball. Over here by home. Clarion now on Edinboro's side. On the Edinboro side of the court. I am really losing it here. An attempted three from Kyrie Williams is no good. Jaron Simpson will take the ball across half court. On Clarion's side, he's in the paint. He takes a shot. It's going to be good. 11-9. 11-8 the score now sits. 14:18 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Clarion with the ball. It's going to be Lemon to Kyrie Williams to Cotterill to Brandon Williams, making the balls way from the right to the left. And a three from Brandon Williams will tie up the score 11-11 with 14 minutes left on the clock. Simpson takes the ball across half court. On the right side of Clarion's arc, he throws it to Daylon Harris. Harris inside to Staunch. Staunch can't quite keep the ball in his hands. That's kind of dangling on his fingers, so he sees Alex J, throws it sideways to him, and Alex J goes ahead and puts up 2 points for the Fighting Scots. 13-11, 13:34 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Cotterill to Jonathan Williams. Inside the arc, he hands it to Brandon Williams. Outside on the left. There's going to be a foul called on Alex J. So it'll be Clarion's ball outside of bounds over here on Edinboro's side of the court by the home side of the bleachers. A throw in from Cotterill to Kyrie Williams. Inside the arc, he hands it to Jonathan Williams, who goes up for a 2-point shot, and it is good. 13-13 the score sits. 13:08 left on the clock for the first half. Harris inside to Staunch. Staunch at the top of the arc here. Takes a shot. It's going to be no good. Cotterill with the ball takes it across half court for the Fighting Scots, or for Clarion Golden Eagles. Over to Kyrie Williams to number 25 Rodriguez. Over to Brandon Williams. He takes a three. It's going to be no good. Staunch will get the rebound there. Hands it off to Simpson. Simpson Simpson with a pass to Alex J. Alex J just kind of volleyball set it sideways. Instead of going up, he kind of
pushed the ball forward a little, yeah.
Trey Staunch. Staunch went up for the shot. It was no good, but there was a foul on Kyrie Williams, so Staunch will be at the line here, shooting 2. First one is good, 14-13 the score sits, 12:34 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Second shot is good, 15-13, 12:34 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Some substitution for Edinboro out on the court for the Fighting Scots. You've got Jaron Simpson, Turner Kurt, D'Anthony Owens, Alex J, and Trey Staunch. Kyrie Williams to Cotterill on the right, inside to Brandon Williams. He's going to get called with a travel.
Yeah, just one of those plays there where he just moved his feet a little too much without dribbling, and they're going to call him for that every time.
Simpson with the ball, takes it across half court for the Fighting Scots. Hands it over to Alex J on the left. J to Simpson also on the left now. He bounce passes inside to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt gets the ball knocked out of his hands, but he'll regain possession once again. Attempt to get it to Trey Staunch, but Rodriguez will come in and grab it. He hands it over to Cotterill. Cotterill to Brandon Williams, back to Cotterill. Cotterill will drive into the paint, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Kyrie Williams will take a 3-point shot. It is no good. Cotterill grabs the rebound, resets the shot clock. Brandon Williams will now take a 3-point shot. It's going to roll out of the basket. Staunch grabs the ball, gets it to D'Anthony Owens. Owens to Simpson. He'll take it across half court for the Fighting Scots. 15-13 the score sits. 11:20 left on the clock for the first half of this men's basketball matchup. Simpson to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt with a very deep 3. It's going to go left of the basket. And with the score sitting 15-13 with 11:14 left on the clock for the first half of this game, we're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Welcome back. 11:14 left on the clock for the first half of this game. 15-13 the score sits. Chase, what have you seen so far in this game?
On Clarion's side of the basketball, Jonathan Williams just dominating as he is. I mean, 6'8", it's hard to stop, and he's just doing what he wants in the paints. On Edinboro's side of the ball, they're playing great with the two-man game and getting open looks off of great passing. So really interested to see what's going to happen.
Legand with the ball for Clarion. Bounce passes it into Rodriguez. Rodriguez trying to get past Trey Staunch. He's going to try to put up 2 points, but it's going to be no good. Lemon will grab the rebound. Lemon still with the ball here. The ball's going to hit the ground and roll. Rodriguez gets a hand on it, kind of pushes it out. Clarion will attempt another shot. It's going to be no good. Score will sit 15-13 with 10:37 left on the clock. D'Anthony Owens with the ball now on Clarion's side of the court. Goes up for the shot. It's going to be no good. Rodriguez grabs it, gets it to Legand. To Cotterill. Cotterill to Lemon, and he'll put up 2 points for the Clarion Golden Eagles. It's going to tie that score up 15-15 with 10:12 left on the clock for the first half of this game. D'Anthony Owens with the ball underneath the basket, goes up for the shot. It's going to be no good, but there is a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Rodriguez. Owens is going to be at the line here, shooting 2, score tied 15-15. First one no good, 10:05 left on the clock for the first. Substitutions out on the court for the Fighting Scots. You've got Alex J, Jaron Simpson, D'Anthony Owens, Daylon Harris, and Trey Staunch. Cotterill with the ball, takes it across half court, hands it off to Lemon. Lemon to Kyrie Williams. There's going to be a whistle, and the ball is going to be in Edinboro's possession, as it's a foul on Legand.
Yeah, it looked like Legand got hooked up with Daylon Harris and caused a little collision there, way off of the play.
Simpson with the ball, takes it across half court. 9:53 left on the clock for the first. 16-15. Simpson inside to Staunch, outside to Owens. Owens fakes a three, drives into the paint. He's going to get called with a travel. Clarion with the ball, takes it across half court. Cotterill takes it across half court, I should say. Hands it off to Legand. Legand back to Cotterill immediately. He hands it off to Rodriguez. He keeps the ball up away from Trey Staunch. Hands it off to Kyrie Williams. Kyrie Williams to Cotterill. Cotterill back to Kyrie Williams. He will put in a three-point shot. 18-16, the score now sits. 9:12 left on the clock for the first. Simpson with the ball for the Fighting Scots. Throws a low pass to Trey Staunch. Staunch to Harris. Harris at the top of the arc here. Hands over to Jay on the left. Jay quickly again with that push. That's the second time we've seen that. He just pushes the ball like a volleyball set almost right to Trey Staunch.
Little hot potato action there.
Legand with the ball. Hands it over to Lemon. Lemon takes a shot and it's good. 20-18 the score now sits. 8:38 left on the clock for the first. Simpson takes the ball across half court. Hands it off to Owens at the top of the arc. Owens to Harris. Harris driving into the arc. Hands it off to Simpson. Simpson keeping the ball down low. Takes a shot from the top of the arc, and it is good. Edinboro once again taking this to the lead here. 21-20, 8:10 left on the clock for the first. Cotterill with the ball, hands off to Legand. Legand inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Cotterill. Cotterill back to Rodriguez. There's going to be a whistle here, and it looks to be on Trey Staunch. And it is going to be on Trey Staunch. 21-20. The score sits. 7:56 left on the clock for the first. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Hello, welcome back. 21-20 the score sits. My name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play commentator. And this next to me is Chase Rowland, who I did turn up his microphone this time.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Usually I get it, and Chase just depends on me, but today I started off this game with an off day.
Caught you slipping there a little bit, yeah. No, it's okay. I'm just messing with you.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Chase is going to have to fire me, I guess. Back to the game here. Clarion with a quick three to begin back from this timeout from Cotterill. Simpson takes the ball across half court. Clarion keeping a player on every Edinboro player here. Simpson over to DeAnthony Owens. Owens with a fake three. He hands off to Simpson. Simpson inside to Staunch quickly. Staunch will put up 2 points for the Fighting Scots. 23-23 the score now sits. 7:23 left on the clock for the first. Rodriguez to Kyrie Williams on the left. To Cotterill. Cotterill to Legand. Legand to Kyrie Williams on the right. He takes a three and it is good. Simpson will take the ball across half court, setting something up as he is doing so. He hands over to Daylon Harris. Harris on the left. Hands it over to Owens on the left. Back to Harris on the left. He'll take a three. It's going to bounce off the rim. Cotterill will grab the rebound. Cotterill to Kyrie Williams on the left, on Edinboro's side now. He bounce passes it to Lemon. Lemon back to Kyrie Williams. He'll take a three. It is no good. D'Anthony Owens will grab the rebound, gets it to Simpson, who will take it across half court for the Fighting Scots. 26-23, Clarion leads. 6:13 left on the clock for the first. Harris to Simpson. He'll take a deep three. It is no good. Legand to Cottrell. He takes it across half court. He hands over to Kyrie Williams on the left. Kyrie Williams drives in, hands it off to Steven Rodriguez, and he will take the shot. Simpson takes the ball across half court. 28-23. Clarion leads. 5:42 left on the clock. Simpson attempting to make it past this team of, okay, I gotta break this one down. Simpson's attempting to break it down, to get past two Clarion defenders who are right on him. He manages to keep the ball inbounds, get it to Trey Staunch. Staunch will go up for the shot. In the meantime, there will be a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Kyrie Williams. So Staunch will be at the line here shooting one, with the score sitting 28-25 and 5:36 left on the clock. Clarion in the lead here. Staunch's shot is good. Rodriguez to Cottrell. Over to Lemon on the left. Back to Legand at the top of the arc. Over to, excuse me, I've got lost in my track here. Lemon with the shot. It is no good. Staunch will grab the rebound. I am off my game today. Simpson with the ball. He's going to take it across half court. At the top of the arc again, being heavily defended. He hands it to JJ again with a quick pass. Gets it to Staunch. Staunch finds that he can't shoot or pass it in that quick amount of time. He finds a little hole to find and Daylon Harris. Clarion will grab the rebound. Take it down to Edinboro side of the court. Jaron Simpson takes it all the way down to Clarion side of the court. He goes up for a shot. It is no good. Clarion will grab it again. D'Anthony Owens smacks the ball down. There's going to be a whistle here. Out on the court. Lots of action. Yep. 4:37 left on the clock. 28-26 the score sits Clarion in the lead.
Yeah, it seemed like back and forth, sloppy play on both sides. Couldn't corral the basketball at all. Edinboro had an opportunity with Jaron Simpson wide open on the fast break, and he blown a wide open layup, and Clarion got it back. And like you said, D'Anthony Owens was just able to punch the ball out of midair and kind of get it back into the possession, and there's now a stoppage in play. But I'm really impressed with Edinboro's two-man game. They've been executing the pick and roll flawlessly, and that's been kind of gravitating and pulling this double team from Clarion. And when you double team like that, you're going to bring a lot of guys to that player, and guys will be open off that, and they've just been finding open looks to score.
Some substitutions out on the court for the Fighting Scots. You've got Alex J., Stephen Freeman, D'Anthony Owens, Jack Frank, and Daylon Harris. Owens with the ball at the top of the arc. He's going to go ahead and take a three. It's going to bounce off the backboard. There is a foul called. Looks to be on Brandon Williams. Excuse me, it's going to be on Jack Frank down on Clarion side of the court. 28-26, they pointed in that general direction.
Yeah, when it's so fast-paced like that, it's really hard to tell sometimes. Cottrell
to Lemon. Lemon back to Cottrell. Inside to Jonathan Williams, who's now back in the game for Clarion. He passes it off to Legand. Legand to Cottrell on the left. Back to Jonathan Williams on the right. 12 seconds left on the shot clock for the Clarion Golden Eagles. Brandon Williams with the ball on the left. Drives into the arc just a little bit. 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Clarion. He finds Lawrence Lemon. He'll take a three. It is no good. Daylon Harris will grab the ball as the refs are calling a shot clock violation. 28-26, 3:49 left on the clock for the first half of this game. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. 28-26, the score sits. 3:49 left on the clock for the first. Again, at halftime, there is a special Make-A-Wish presentation. I know if you're watching the live stream, they should be keeping that going for that. So stay tuned. If you're just tuned in to us, we will make sure we recap all the action during halftime when we come back. But right now we have 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Chase, what do I call that?
Plenty of time. You can have anything. Anything can happen with 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Anything can happen with 2 minutes and 49 seconds. It's just, that's the game of basketball.
Absolutely, and we're still in the first quarter here. First half here. Stephen Freeman with the ball for Edinboro. There's going to be a foul called. It's going to be one on Jack Frank. Again, one of those plays that the ball wasn't even near them. It's going to be Frank's second. Pipkin with the ball now in the game for Clarion. He hands it over to Legan on the left, back to Pipkin. Pipkin inside to Williams, Jonathan Williams, that is, back to Pipkin. Over to Legan, to Lemon, to Cottrell. Back to Jonathan Williams. He takes a three. It's going to be no good. But that was a setup from Clarion where they had about 3 players leading up to Jonathan Williams, all in like almost a straight line, but Edinboro defenders within all of them. Jonathan Williams just happened to be at the end of it behind the 3 and took that shot. It was no good, but it was a good strategy there. 28-26, 3:08 left on the clock. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Clarion's hands down on their own side of the court. Simpson to Staunch. He takes a shot. It's going to be no good, but there is a whistle. And Chase, I don't know if you saw this, but it is not uncommon for when they have a throw-in for the player throw-in. Edinboro has a throw-in. When they have the player standing behind the line over here underneath the basket to throw it across half court. They had Stephen Freeman standing over here to kind of give the impression they were going to throw it out to Stephen Freeman, but Alex J threw it right to Trey Staunch inside the paint, and it was kind of unexpected.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Maddie, but usually it's Jaron Simpson in that spot, so great way of trickery for Edinboro there to get some easy points.
Staunch's 2 shots are good, tying up the score 28-28. 3:08, 3 minutes left on the clock for the first half of this game. Pipkin with the ball. Bounce passes it into Lemon. Lemon to Cottrell. Inside, he moves. A shot from Legan from behind the 3 is no good. D'Anthony Owens will grab it. Take it across half court. 2:33 left on the clock for the first. He takes a shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle. It's going to be a foul on R.J. Legan. And Owens is going to be at the line here. He'll be shooting 2. First one is no good. Some substitutions from both sides of the court. Now on the court for the Fighting Scots, you've got Trey Staunch, Turner Kurt, D'Anthony Owens at the line, Stephen Freeman, and they've brought in Cameron King. Owens. Second shot is good. 29-28 as Edinboro takes the lead here. 2:30 left on the clock for the first half of this game. Pipkin with the ball on the right, hands it into Stephen Rodriguez, that is. Legand with the ball now after a long pass. Trey Staunch running and diving to the ground almost, picking up the ball, getting to Cameron King. King to Owens on Clarion side of the court now. 2:05 left on the clock for the first. Owens with the ball on the left. Finds Stephen Freeman at the top of the arc. Over to Turner Kurt on the right. Kurt inside to Staunch. Staunch quickly to D'Anthony Owens, who is running towards him. Staunch says, "Here you go." D'Anthony Owens puts up a dunk with 1:45 left on the clock. Edinboro leads 31-28. An attempted shot from Jonathan Williams is no good. Trey Staunch will grab the rebound after it's hopped off a couple of players' hands. Stephen Freeman taking it slowly on to Clarion side of the court here. 1:30 left on the clock for the first half. 31-28 the score sits. Stephen Freeman still with the ball. He hands over to Turner Kurt on the left. Kurt with a 3. A very deep 3, that is. to 21. The score now sits. 1:19 left on the clock for the first half of this game. That's something that's not uncommon from Turner Kurt either. We see lots of threes from Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt's a big man, but I mean, every once in a while he'll get a deep three like that to fall and electrify the crowd. Like I said, I keep saying it, but I'm really impressed with Edinboro's ball movement today. They've been able to run the pick and roll really effectively, and you know, when you run the pick and roll effectively like that, you cause double teams, and somebody's going to be left wide open, and Edinboro's just been great moving without the basketball, which I stress is really important, you know, being able to make plays when you don't have the orange rock in your hand, and, you know, they've just been finding open people, and the lead shows it.
Pipkin quickly takes the ball across half court. Cottrell to Rodriguez to Jonathan Williams, back to Pipkin on the right. 21 seconds left on the shot clock for Clarion, 1:06 left on the clock. Brandon Williams with the ball, hands it over to Cottrell. Cottrell to Jonathan Williams as he kind of moves his body into several players. He goes up for a shot. It is no good. Trey Staunch fighting for the ball as it comes down.
That's that football mentality from Trey Staunch, being a dual athlete.
And it is going to be Edinboro's ball, so, I mean, it was worth Staunch's fight. Freeman will take the ball across half court for the Fighting Scots. He drives all the way into the paint after he gets the ball to D'Anthony Owens, and Owens will go up for the shot, and it is good. 36-28, the Edinboro Fighting Scots now lead over the Clarion Golden Eagles. 33 seconds left on the clock for the first. Stephen Freeman grabs the rebound after hopping over D'Anthony Owens, who was on the ground. He attempts to get the ball over to Clarion's side of the court, but kind of trips up and loses possession of the ball. Clarion will grab it, and with 15 seconds left, hold the ball. 36-28 left on the, 36-28, Edinboro leads. 8 seconds left on the clock. There's going to be a foul called on D'Anthony Owens. It's going to be Owens first, and the team's sixth. Clarion also has 6. 36-28, Edinboro leads. 5 seconds left on the clock for the first half. Cottrell takes a last-second pass to Jonathan Williams. Williams puts up the shot, but before.
Yeah, it looked like he got it to go there.
Before, they say, the buzzer buzzes. So Edinboro going into this halftime is leading 36-30. Chase, what have you seen so far in this game?
Crazy game so far, really back and forth. It kind of brings me back to a little deja vu moment, Edinboro versus Slippery Rock, which we called on Wednesday. Both teams not giving up and scoring points in abundance. And it's been the Williams show on Clarion's side. Jonathan Williams obviously leading the team in points with 10. Kyrie with 6. And, following that with Brandon Williams with 5. So, I mean, it's anybody's ball game, as we always say. There's a whole new half to go, and I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen.
All right, as halftime festivities are starting, we're going to go ahead and take our halftime break. Mogo on the board here, giving you all the best WFSC songs he thinks are the best. So we'll be right back in a little bit. We'll recap what's going on right now in halftime. Stay tuned right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Hello and welcome back into action here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play commentator for this men's basketball matchup against Clarion University. Chase Rowan is next to me on color. I'm catching my breath as I ran up the bleachers here. 36-32 the score sits as Clarion came back from halftime and put up 2 points. Speaking of halftime, as I continue to try to catch breath, during halftime, Kendall Peterson of West Middlesex, PA, a 16-year-old girl that is benefiting from the Make-A-Wish program today, received her wish today. She will be traveling on April 18th to Hawaii, which was her wish to go to Hawaii, and different sports teams of Edinboro presented her with gifts along the way that will help her, or that will kind of benefit her in this trip. They had the ROTC rappel from the ceiling, which was kind of a cool experience to see in Macomb Fieldhouse. They had the cheerleaders gave her leis, the lacrosse team gave her luggage, softball team gave her pillows and iTunes gift cards. The football team gave her low cash tickets. Low cash will be here right before she leaves. The volleyball team found out she was a big fan, so they gave her a bunch of t-shirts and stuff. The soccer team managed to find her a way to get her a tour of the Dole fields, I believe they said.
Yeah.
So she'll be able to tour that down in Hawaii. The tennis and lacrosse teams came together and gave her a camera, and the wrestling team gave her Edinboro Athletics t-shirts for her and her whole family. So that's a really cool experience, and it's a really fun time and a great ceremony here at Macomb Fieldhouse every year. So that's what went on during halftime here at Edinboro's men's basketball game here. And earlier we had Hoops for Harley in the women's game, and we've had the alumni here at the men's game. So it's just been a
busy day.
A busy day.
Eventful.
Eventful, yes. And there's lots of other sports going on around campus today, too. So back to the action here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Back and forth play, 39-32, as we were discussing the Make-A-Wish ceremony. Trey Staunch from the arc takes a two, no good. Clarion will grab the rebound. Cottrell to Kyrie Williams, who's unguarded. He'll take a three. It is no good. Lawrence Lemon will grab the rebound, gets it to Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams to Cottrell. Clarion has a fresh 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Jonathan Williams at the line hands it off to Cottrell, and he will take 2 points. Take a 2-point shot. Simpson with the ball takes it across half court for the Fighting Scots. 39-34 the score. It's 17:33 left on the clock for this game. Simpson to Kurt on the right. Kurt losing the ball in the paint here. It's rolling all over the ground. Trey Staunch finds the ball from underneath him, kicks it out to Jaron Simpson. Simpson takes a shot. It is no good. 39-34 the score will remain. Kyrie Williams at the three takes a three, and it is good. He brings the score 39-37. 17 minutes left on the clock for this game. Simpson with the ball, losing it. Clarion now on Edinboro side of the court. Kyrie Williams at the top of the arc hands it over to Cottrell. Over to Jonathan Williams, to Lemon, to Brandon Williams. Kyrie Williams with a jumper, and it is good. Tying up the score 39-39 with 16:27 left on the clock. Simpson takes the ball across half court for the Fighting Scots. Hands it off to Alex J at the top of the arc, over to Daylon Harris on the right. Harris drives all the way in. He does make a basket, but it's not going to count because he is going to get called with, I believe, a travel before. It's going to remain Edinboro's possession underneath Clarion's basket here. One of the plays I was talking about, the long pass, where Alex J threw the ball all the way from behind Clarion's bounds here to Jaron Simpson across half court. The ball made its way to DeAnthony Owens on the left, and he takes a three-point shot, and it will be good. Edinboro is now 42, Clarion 39. Rodriguez will take a shot from behind the line. It is not going to be good, but Lemon will grab the rebound and put up 2 points for the Clarion Golden Eagles. Simpson with the ball. Across half court, he's being heavily guarded now. He finds Trey Staunch. It goes off of Staunch's fingertips behind him to Owens. Owens to Kurt on the right. Kurt will drive in from the right side. He first faked a three-point shot. Brought it back down, ran into the arc, put up 2 points, and there was a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Kyrie Williams. It's going to be his fourth with 15:21 left on the clock. 15:21 left on the clock, as I just said. 44-41, the score sits Edinboro in the lead. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Hello and welcome back. As you just heard, a promo for one of our specialty shows throughout the week. We do have a variation of different genres and different kind of music and different kind of personalities and DJs throughout the week. Specialty shows typically start after 5 p.m. If you're following us on social media, our Twitter is at 889 WFSE or WFSE at 889. We will clarify for you that by the end of the broadcast. We do push all of our shows on social media, so if you want to find out what genre or what show you might want to be listening to, go ahead and follow our social medias. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then we've got Edinboro Now, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well, and YouTube. So make sure you're following us on all forms of content. You can catch stuff from The Spectator, stuff from WFSC, stuff from UTV. So it's a good place to follow if you want to find out what's all going on campus. 44-41, the score sits. Turner Kurt at the line, and it is no good. Cottrell with the ball here on Edinboro's side of the court. He hands it over to Kyrie Williams. Kyrie Williams to Brandon Williams. Brandon Williams to Lawrence Lemon. He'll take a shot. It is no good. Owens with the ball, drives into the paint, hands it off to Jay. Jay with a shot from the right side, no good. Cottrell will grab the rebound. Hand it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to get called with a travel inside the paint. I'm seeing here that last foul was indeed not on Kyrie Williams, and it was on Lawrence Lemon. I believe they made a correction.
Yeah, it's big there. 3 fouls against 4 fouls, especially getting late into this game. That makes a huge difference, as you said there, Maddie.
Simpson with the ball, hands it off to Staunch at the top of the arc. Staunch to Owens on the left. He moves into the arc, hands it off to Simpson. Simpson with one of those Alex J bench passes to Alex J. And Jay to Staunch, he takes the shot, no good. 44-41, the score remains 14-10 left on the clock for this game. Cottrell with the ball. Edinboro with the turnover. Simpson takes it all the way across and will put up 2 points for the Fighting Scots. 46-41, the score sits. 13:50 left on the clock. Cottrell with the ball. Hands it off to Brandon Williams. Back to Cottrell to Rodriguez. Back to Brandon Williams on the left now. Inside to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Lemon. Lemon unguarded, drives towards the paint, hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will take a three. It is no good. Jay will grab the rebound, hand it off to Simpson. Simpson takes the cross half court for the Fighting Scots. Keeping the ball down low. 13-17 left on the clock. He hands it inside to Staunch. Staunch goes up for the shot, and it is good. Cottrell with the ball. 48-41, Edinboro leading. 13 minutes left on the clock. Lemon to Kyrie Williams. Kyrie Williams back to Lemon. He goes up for the shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Turner Kurt. with the score sitting 48-41. Lawrence Lemons at the line, shooting 2, 12:53 left on the clock for this game. First one, no good. Lemon again at the line, 48-41. The score still sitting, 12:53 left on the clock. That one was good, 48-42, 12:53 on the clock. Simpson with the ball. Clarion heavily defending. Every player has a player on them. Simpson to Staunch. Staunch to Owens. Owens drives through, takes the shot, and it is good. 50-42, the score now sits, 12:35 left on the clock. As the play is moving from left to right, so from Clarion's side to Edinboro's side, there is a whistle. They're going to call it Edinboro's ball once again. Underneath Clarion's basket, a fresh 30 seconds. Owens with a long pass to Simpson. 50-42, Edinboro leading, 12:30 left on the clock. Simpson, ball in hand at the top of the arc, rolls it to Trey Staunch. Staunch inside the paint, and without even looking, finds DeAnthony Owens on his right. Owens takes a three and makes it.
That was almost Jaron Simpson. Like, usually Jaron Simpson does those no-look passes. Staunch kind of copycatted him there. It was
Staunch
very
was
impressive.
Directly straight, threw it sideways. 53-42, 12:04 left on the clock. Ball's going to go out of bounds on Edinboro's side here, off of Edinboro, so it would be Clarion's ball by their bench. Yeah, I think maybe they're having no pass looks, or no look passes practice or something, because Trey Staunch is picking up. I've seen it a couple times tonight too. We're used to seeing it from Jaron Simpson, but Cottrell with a 3-point, it's in. I mean,
he made it look very easy.
Yeah,
I think that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, my mind is like, what? He just ran to the line and took it. 53-45, 11:38 left on the clock. Owens driving in for the shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle as he's going up. $53-45, the score sits. Edinboro in the lead. 11:37 left on the clock. For this game, we're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSU Fighting Scots Radio. Welcome back. We are here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. I'm joined
by Chase Rowland on color. She let me introduce myself for the first time. No, I'm just kidding, Maddie. Usually you do it, so it was kind of nice for a change for me to do it. But we're having a great time here. Really fast-paced action. You haven't had much time to catch your breath, but...
Not really. But it's okay. I like it like that.
Yeah. Really competitive game. So
53-45 the score sits. Edinboro in the lead. 11:37 left on the clock for this game. Alex J with the ball. A long pass to Jaron Simpson. As we defined long pass earlier in the game, it usually means Edinboro has thrown it from behind the basket to half court. Staunch with the ball now at the top of the arc, drives into the paint, kicks it out to Alex J. J back to Staunch in the paint. Staunch goes up for the shot, and it is good. 55-45, 11-12 left on the clock. Cottrell with the ball. Hands it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to Kyrie Williams on the left. Kyrie Williams inside to Jonathan Williams. Jonathan Williams just kind of holds the ball out for him to run past and grab it again. He gets it over to Cottrell on the right side. An attempted shot from Jonathan Williams is no good. DeAnthony Owens will grab the rebound, get it to Jaron Simpson. Simpson takes it across half court for the Fighting Scots. Slows down the ball a little bit as he's setting up a play. Hands over Owens. Owens back to Simpson. Over to Jay. Jay back to Simpson at the top of the arc. Inside to Kurt. Kurt will take a jumper. It is no good. Staunch gets a quick hand on it, but Clarion will still grab the ball. Cottrell with an attempted long pass to Kyrie Williams. It's going to go out of bounds and almost hit their players on the bench.
Yeah.
Simpson with the ball across half court. 10:22 left on the clock. 55-45. The score sets Edinboro in the lead. Owens with the ball on the right. Hands it to Simpson on the left. Over to Jay further on the left. Inside to Staunch. Staunch goes up for the shot. It is no good. DeAnthony Owens tries to close out the deal, but it's going to rebound off the basket there. Staunch will be at the line. It's going to be a foul on Jonathan Williams. That's going to be his third. With 10:13 left on the clock, Clarion currently has 2 players out on the court, both with 3 fouls each. Staunch's first shot is good. (56-45), the score now sits. Clarion with some substitutions out on the court. For Clarion, you've got Rodriguez, Lemon, Legand, Cottrell, and Kyrie Williams out on the court. For the Fighting Scots, you've got Turner Kurt, Trey Staunch, Jaron Simpson, D'Anthony Owens, and Alex J. Cottrell takes the ball across half court. At the top of the arc, he looks to move inside, but hands us one of those no-look passes. It's been the theme of the night, I guess, here. Cottrell back in with the ball on the left, hands it to Lemon at the top of the arc, back to Cottrell. He takes a 3, and it's going to be good. 57-48, the score now sits. Edinboro in the lead, 9:49 left on the clock for this game. Simpson with the ball, takes it across half court. On the left side, he hands it to D'Anthony Owens. Owens back to Simpson. Simpson back to Owens on the right. Inside to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt passes it to Trey Staunch, but when he passes it, he did like Michelle Yon did earlier with Sierra Roston. He went up and pretended like he was going to take it, and as he was up in the air, just kind of flicked his wrist down to Trey Staunch, and Staunch got those 2 points. 59-48, 9:16 left on the clock for this game. Lemon with a 3-point. It is no good. Trey Staunch will grab the rebound, hand it to Jaron Simpson. Simpson across the half court. 9:06 left on the clock. 59-48, Edinboro in the lead. Simpson with the ball still here. He hands to Owens. Owens kind of looking at Pat Cleary as to what he's supposed to be doing with it here. He drives all the way in, takes a shot. It's no good. There looked to be a little bit of miscommunication between the team there. Cottrell with the ball on the left. He hands it to Lemon. Lemon to Rodriguez. There's going to be a whistle, one of those on the side things, I believe. It is going to be foul on D'Anthony Owens. It's going to be Owens' second foul. Clarion's ball underneath Edinboro's basket. Legand with a quick. When I say quick, I mean like he made it to the arc and flicked it to his teammate, but there's going to be a foul on Stephen Rodriguez before. It's going to be his second. Clarion now with 3 players out on the court with 2 fouls, 1 player on the court with 3 fouls, and 1 player on the court with no fouls. Simpson takes the ball across half court. He's going to take a 3-point shot.
Wow.
It is good. And then there's going to be a whistle. And because Simpson was behind that 3-point line, that foul on Rodriguez is going to be a 3-point.
3-point play, yeah. Jaron Simpson, what a play by Jaron Simpson. He was locked in. Took the contact, knew it was coming, and he just got 4 points right there. The easy way. 63-48, 8:11 left on the clock. Legand with the ball, bounce passes it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes up for the shot. It is no good. There is a whistle. Lots of fouls in the last couple minutes here. Yes.
It's going to be on Turner Kurt.
Yeah, speaking of lots of fouls, with that last one, with that 4-point play on Jaron Simpson, Edinboro will be in the bonus for the end of this game.
Rodriguez at the line here. First one, no good. Rodriguez again at the line, 63-48, the score sits. Second one is good, so 63-49, 8:05 left on the clock. Jay to Simpson. Simpson passes it to Jay. Jay keeps it away from Clarion, but it's going to roll out of bounds. And with that, the score sitting 63-49 with 7:57 left on the clock. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. The score sits 63-49 with 7 minutes and 57 seconds left. I'm Chase Rowland on color alongside Matty G, who has been giving you the play-by-play. What a game we've been seeing by both teams coming out of this timeout. Clarion will keep the ball as Cortrill will inbound to Legond.
Good play-by-play, Chase. Again with the ball. Alex J giving him a run for his money on defense there, though. Again, back with the ball again. Staunch and J defending him. D'Anthony Owens trying to get past Lemon to get to Cottrill. Cottrill will be unguarded and take a three, and it is good. 63-52. 7:33 left on the clock. Simpson with the ball at the top of the arc. Hands it off to D'Anthony Owens behind the three on the left. He drives in. There's going to be a whistle. It's going to be Edinboro's possession still underneath Clarion's basket. 12 seconds left on the clock. Or excuse me, on the shot clock. Not on the clock. A long pass from Jay to Simpson. Simpson makes it to the three-point line, takes a three-point shot. It is no good. Dalen Harris will get a hand on it, but Clarion will end up with the ball. Kyrie Williams to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a quick shot from the paint. 63-54. The score sits 7:02 left on the clock for this game. Jay to Harris. On Clarion's side, he takes a shot. It is no good, and Dalen Harris takes a tumble on top of one of the Clarion players. Both getting up and kind of shaking it off.
Yeah, that's great to see there. But Clarion busting out that full court press, and the way you beat that is just what Edinboro did just now. They passing the ball up quickly and smoothly. You got to move the ball quick when you have that pressure constantly on you, and now Dalen Harris is looking to cash in at the free throw line.
Absolutely. That's not the first time we've seen Harris take a tumble for a ball here at Macomb Fieldhouse or anywhere. Just a couple weeks ago, I think it was last Wednesday, we saw him take a tumble into the chairs on Edinboro's bench.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go in with that mentality, you know, you're going to get hit and sacrifice your body for the good of the team. And Dalen Harris has taken his tumbles, but he has gotten up for most of them. So
Harris's first shot no good. 63-54 the score remains. Edinboro in the lead. 6:55 left on the clock. Harris again at the line here. Second shot is good. Lemon to Cottrill. He'll take it across half court. Back to Lemon. Over to Kyrie Williams. He'll drive into the arc onto the right side, hand it off to Cottrill. Cottrill drives into the paint, hands it off to Jonathan Williams, and it will amount to 2 points for the Clarion Golden Eagles. 64-56. And there's going to be a whistle. On Clarion, it looks like.
yeah, it looked like Cottrill.
It's going to be on Cottrill.
Yeah, immediately as Dalen Harris was looking to pass the ball in, that hounding defense, full court press mentality of Clarion kicked in and just had to find Jaron Simpson as a last resort, and Simpson went flying and hit the deck. But as we said earlier, Edinboro's in the bonus now, and they're looking to extend their lead late.
Simpson at the line here. First one is no good. First and only one. Clarion will grab the rebound. Cottrill takes it up to Edinboro's side of the court. On the arc, he'll hand it to Legand, but there's going to be a whistle. I believe it was one of those side plays again.
Seems like most of them are all off to the side and out of the vision of play.
Jay with the throw in to Owens. Owens finds Simpson behind three defenders. Simpson to Jay, Jay to Harris. Harris in the arc on Clarion's side, takes a jumper. It's going to be no good. Clarion will grab the rebound, and there's going to be a whistle.
It's like Alex J with an over the back. being a little too aggressive there. Oh, Trey
be a foul
Staunch,
on
sorry.
Trey Staunch.
Yeah, both were in the same vicinity. Sorry about that.
64-56, your score sits here at Macomb Fieldhouse at this men's basketball matchup against Clarion University. 6:05 left on the clock for the game. Lemon with the ball on the right side. He hands it over to Cottrell. Cottrell inside to Jonathan Williams. Jonathan Williams to Lemon, who is unguarded underneath the basket because he quickly ran there after he was being guarded. Edinboro tries to turn the ball around, getting towards it Clarion's side. It gets turned back around to Edinboro's side of the court. Fresh 30 on the shot clock for Clarion. Cottrell drives into the paint here. Takes a shot. It is no good. D'Anthony Owens will slap it. It almost goes out of bounds. Jaron Simpson will save it from going out of bounds. Gets it back to D'Anthony Owens. Oh, and it makes its way all the way to Daylon Harris. He goes up for the dunk, but it's going to go through his hands like a field goal. Clarion will bring it back to Edinboro's side of the court with 5:14 left on the clock. 64-58. The score sets Edinboro in the lead. Cottrell with the ball, hands off to Legand. Legand to Lemon. To Jonathan Williams at the top of the arc. Over to Kyrie Williams. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Kyrie Williams takes a jumper. It's going to be no good. Clarion will get the rebound. Legand with the ball on the right side. Hands it over to Lemon. Lemon inside to Jonathan Williams. There is a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Simpson. Going to be Clarion's throw-in underneath Edinboro's basket. Legand with the ball. Hands it inside to Jonathan Williams. He takes a shot, no good. He gets his own rebound, takes it again, and it will be good. 64-60 as Clarion has closed the gap. 4:28 left on the clock. Jaron Simpson with the ball. Takes it across half court. Heavily defended. He finds Alex J. J with a quick flick up to D'Anthony Owens. Owens goes flying through the air and over by the velvet ropes by the main door. There's going to be a whistle. It will be Clarion's ball. 4:17 left on the clock. 64-60. Edinboro leads. There's going to be a timeout here. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
Coming out of this timeout, Edinboro leads 64-60. Seems like the full court press from Clarion has really brought them back into this lead, as just before this break, Edinboro was leading by about 10, and that pressure has kind of, caused Edinboro to go into a little funk here, and hopefully Edinboro will come out of this timeout with a game plan to sort of combat that full court press, because right now they're just looking a little jittery and not knowing how to solve it, perhaps. But yeah, Trey Staunch leading in points, having 19. He has 9 rebounds, so great game from Trey as always. Jaron Simpson with 6 assists. On the other side, we have Elijah Cortrell with 14 points and Jonathan Williams leading the team with 14 points. So this game is far from over here, considering that Edinboro is now in the bonus, and fouls are going to start picking up, and we got ourselves a shootout here with 4 minutes to go.
Absolutely, Chase. 64-60, as Chase said. 4:14 on the clock now. Legand with the ball on Edinboro's side. He gets it to Cottrell. Cottrell to Lemon. Lemon to Kyrie Williams. Over to Legand on the left now. Back to Lemon at the top of the arc. He attempts to make his way through defenders, and there's going to be a whistle here. Going to be a foul on Turner Kurt.
Yeah, and up to this point, Edinboro's been doing pleasantly well, staying out of foul trouble, moving their feet really well on defense, but
Clarion quickly putting up 2 points. 64-62. It came from Cottrell. Alex J racing down the Clarion side of the court. They're going to call a foul on Clarion. It's going to be a foul on Cottrell. Going to be a second. 64-62, the score sits. 3:52 left on the clock. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Oh, welcome back. We are here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. 3:52 left on the clock. 64-62, the score sits. I'm joined by Chase Rowland. Alex J is at the line, on the court, on Clarion side of the court, after a foul on Cottrell. His first shot is good. Brings our score 65-62. 3:52 left on the clock. A 3-point shot is the only thing that separates these teams. Actually, correction, as Alex J makes his second shot here. 66-62, the score now sits. 3:45 left on the clock. There's lots of variations for the score to be picked up now.
Yeah.
Not even going to try that. Jonathan Williams with the ball in the paint on Edinboro's side. Takes the shot. It is no good. Trey Staunch's defense kept it away from the basket there. Jaron Simpson takes the ball across half court for the Fighting Scots. He finds D'Anthony Owens. Owens inside the paint. He takes a jumper. It is no good. Staunch will grab the rebound and put it up from underneath the basket. 68-62. 3:09 left on the clock. Cottrell with the ball. Hands it to Legand at the top of the arc. Inside to Jonathan Williams. Jonathan Williams, a quick long pass to Kyrie Williams. He'll drive all the way in, take a shot. Getting a whistle as he goes up.
What a beautiful move by Kyrie Williams. He avoided both Staunch and Turner Kurt there, and he just kind of circus-wayed his way to the basket.
Kyrie Williams at the line here. 2:54 left on the clock. 68-64. First shot is good. First and only shot, I should say. Alex J. A throw into D'Anthony Owens. He's being heavily guarded on their own side. He gets it to Jaron to Jay. Jaron Simpson, that is. Jaron Simpson with the ball, holding it. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:38 left on the clock. On Clarion's side, he finds D'Anthony Owens at the top of the arc. Owens drives in to the paint. He loses the ball in between legs. Kyrie Williams now on Edinboro's side of the court. Takes a shot, and it is good. 68-67. 1 point separates these two teams now with 2:21 left on the clock. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. Go ahead, Chase.
1 point separates both teams in this game. Edinboro leading by just one, 68-67, with 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. What a shootout we have here as, like I said, the full court press is really taking effect on this Edinboro team, trying to figure it out.
Simpson with the ball on Edinboro's side of the court, trying to make it. He does make it across half court, keeping it up in the corner here. 2:11 left on the clock. 68-67. The score sits. Simpson on the right side. Hands it over to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt inside to Staunch. Staunch attempts the shot. It is no good, but there will be a foul called. With 1:58 left on the clock. That's going to be Jonathan Williams' fourth foul of the night here.
Yeah, and definitely a guy you really want to get into foul trouble. He's been a pain in the neck for Trey Staunch all night, basically, but Trey's now going to be at the line here doing for two.
Staunch's shot is good. 69-67, the score sits. 1:58 left on the clock. Staunch at the line one more time, and it is good. 70-67, the score sits. Cottrell with the ball. Hands it over to Jonathan Williams. Into Kyrie Williams. back to Jonathan Williams. He'll take a 3-point, and it is good, tying up the score 70-70. 1:35 left on the clock for this game. D'Anthony Owens with the ball. Keeping it down low. Hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson back to Owens on the right. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Owens goes up for the shot. It is no good. Clarion will grab the ball. 1:13 left on the clock. Legan to Lemon. He takes a shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle. Gonna be a foul on Jaron Simpson. Score tied up 70-70 with 1:09 left on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting from here on out as fouls are going to play a huge role in the end of this game, and foul shots are also going to play a huge role. Both teams shooting over 70%, and it's just going to come down to who's going to make them at the right time. So
we got one team in double bonus and the other team in bonus. Tied 70-70 here. 1:09 left on the clock. Again, coming into this game, Edinboro sitting 8-15 overall and 5-13 in the PSAC West. Clarion sitting 5-18 overall and 3-15 in the PSAC West. Teams making their way out to the court here. There was an injury on the court, but the player looks to be walking back over to the bench here. Some substitutions for both teams in between this. So out of the court for Clarion, you've got Jonathan Williams, RJ Legand, Lawrence Lemon, Kyrie Williams, and Elijah Cotterill. Out on the court for the Fighting Scots, you've got Jaron Simpson, Alex J., Cameron King, Trey Stunch, and Turner Kurt. Lemon's at the line here shooting two with the score tied 70-70. 1:09 left on the clock. First one is good. Clarion will take the lead once again, 71-70. Lemon again at the line here. And the second one is no good. Cameron King will grab the rebound. He hands it to Jaron Simpson. Simpson inside to Staunch. Staunch over to Alex J. To Cameron King. To Turner Kurt. To Jaron Simpson. The ball made its way from right to left. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaron Simpson fighting through defenders here. Attempts to take the shot. Jonathan Williams standing right in front of him will grab the ball. 38 seconds left on the clock. Kyrie Williams goes up for the shot. It is no good, but there is a whistle. (71-70). The score sits. Cameron King with a foul there. Gonna be his first. Kyrie Williams is gonna be at the line. First one is good. 72-70, 35.5 seconds left on the clock. Kyrie Williams once again at the line here. Williams has 19 points tonight so far. Close to Trey Staunch's 23 on the night. Williams' second shot, Kyrie Williams, that is second shot, is good. 73-70. The score sits 35.5 seconds left on the clock. There is a timeout call. We're going to go ahead and take the 30-second timeout with them right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
Coming out of the timeout here, Clarion now leads 73-70 with 35 seconds left on the clock. Edinboro really benefited from the last missed free throw that Clarion had. They obviously made both of them now, but considering that they made both the second time, this would be a 4-point game. So Edinboro now in range to kind of come back into this game. And, you know, as we always say here at Edinboro, 35 seconds is a lot of time. 3 minutes is a lot of time, so really excited to see what Edinboro has coming out of the timeout to combat this Clarion team.
Edinboro with the ball to start off. Alex J took it down, hands it off to Jaron Simpson. Simpson goes up for the shot. It's going to be no good as there was a whistle called before.
Leading up to that, Jaron Simpson drive to the hoop. Trey Staunch just standing like a tree. Just, you know, the Clarion player fell back a little and kind of caught him off guard. Trey Staunch is just so big. He has that football frame as he's a dual athlete. And that really helped Jaron Simpson have an open lane to the hoop.
Simpson's first shot is good. 73-71, the score sits. 31.2 seconds left on the clock. Lots of substitution out on the court. For the Fighting Scots, you've got Trey Staunch, Jalen Harris, Jaron Simpson at the line, Alex J, and Cameron King. Second shot is good. Edinboro now down by 1 with 31.2 seconds left on the clock. Cottrell with the ball, holding it. There's got to be a whistle. It's got to be on Jaron Simpson. 24 seconds left on the clock. Cottrell's got to be at the line here. He'll be shooting 2. Clarion now leading 73-72 before these 2 shots. First one is good. First shot is good, 74-72. Clarion in the lead, 24 seconds left. Second one is good, 75-72 the score sits. Clarion in the lead with 24 seconds left. Edinboro with the ball. Jaron Simpson takes it across half court. Takes a 3-point shot, and it is good. Tying up the score, 75-75 with 15 seconds left on the clock. Cottrell putting up 2 points for Clarion with 11.7 seconds left on the clock. 77-75 the score sits.
You just heard the crowd erupt as we hit that 3-point shot. It was huge, and Clarion just dashing down the court with their mentality of the fast break and scored an easy 2 points. But 11 seconds left. Anything can happen. We're looking to draw up a play here to, you know,
Absolutely.
Score and win this game. But
now both teams are in double bonus right now. So what can happen is the intensity of these last 11.7 seconds could get somebody in foul trouble.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And you know, Edinboro's been doing pretty well and cautious to stay away from foul trouble, but that's definitely gonna start to go away as we crack down on this time. And you know, it's great that we've been out of trouble this whole game because we really need it now when it matters most.
Edinboro currently only had, out of the 5 players out on the court before that timeout, one of them, Turner Kurt, with 4 fouls. Trey Staunch and Jaron Simpson with 3, and Cameron King and Alex J with 1.
And that just goes back to great discipline and team play on the opposite side of the court, and you always want that from your players.
Alex J with the throw-in to Jaron Simpson. Simpson takes it across half court. 7 seconds left. He takes a shot. It's going to be no good, but there is a whistle. Trey Staunch almost put it in after the rebound, but it would have been after the whistle. There's going to be a foul on Legan. That's going to be his 3rd. Jaron Simpson's going to be at the line here with 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Score sitting 77-75. Simpson at the line here. First one is good. Simpson at the line here again. Second one is good, tying the score. 1.3 seconds left on that clock.
Jaron Simpson making his free throws when they count, and free throws are so crucial to the game of basketball. They're the easiest points you could get at the line, and he made sure that he got both of them. And like you said, the score is tied up. We are in a shootout, and like I said earlier, this just reminds me of the Slippery Rock game that we both called and experienced. And, you know, if I'm correct, this game is going to be no different than the one we did on Wednesday. So
an intense end to this game. It's been close throughout. Both teams taking the lead. It's been a good matchup. 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Clarion with the throw-in. Trey Staunch will catch it. Take an over half-court shot. Lacombe Fieldhouse went wild for that over the half-court shot. Had that gone in, I don't know what Macomb Fieldhouse would have done. Going into overtime here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this men's basketball matchup, 77-77. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute timeout right here on 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.
if you are just joining us, we are in a shootout now. Now in overtime, the score is tied 77 all, and it's 5 minutes left. This game going back and forth. Trey Staunch with a last-ditch full court shot, and the whole crowd went crazy. It obviously missed, but you're getting some extra time and free action here on WFSC Fighting Scots Radio. So the tip-off looks to have went to Edinboro, but they're going to throw it back up in the air. Turner Kurt and Jonathan Williams will battle over that. And Clarion will prevail.
Control with the ball. He takes it up the right side. Hands it off to Jonathan Williams at the top of the arc. Over to Kyrie Williams on the left side. Back to Control. He's just holding the ball. And like as we were saying about foul trouble, now that we're in overtime, that's anything. Both teams in double bonus. We're in overtime. It's going to be a game. Kyrie Williams, as I was talking, three-point shot. 80-77 here in overtime with 4:24 left on the clock. Simpson with the ball now. Bounces, passes it to Staunch. Staunch, a quick pass to Cameron King. King takes a shot, and it is good. A three-point shot, mind you. Tying up the score right now in overtime with 4:08 left on the clock. Cottrell takes the ball across half court for Clarion. Jonathan Williams to Lemon at the top of the arc. To Legan to Cottrell on the left. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Cottrell takes the shot. It is no good. He grabs the rebound, takes it again. It is no good. Lemon will get the rebound, but there is a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Alex J.
Yeah, and going back to the foul trouble we've been talking about, Maddie, especially in overtime, this is when the bench really needs to come together and do something for their team, especially when crucial players go out with foul trouble. Edinboro's bench has been putting up a sizable amount of points with 17, Clarion with just 5. So really curious to see who's going to step up in those roles late in this overtime period.
First shot not good. 80-80 the score remains. 3:38 left on the clock. Lemon again at the line. Second one is good. Jay to Simpson. Simpson quick, sharp movements around Clarion defenders. Jay to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt back to Simpson. Simpson keeping the ball down low on the right. Hands it off to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt almost losing the ball. Finds Cameron King open. King moves into the arc. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaron Simpson takes a three. No good. Cameron King will get a hand on it, keep it in play for the Edinboro Fighting Scots. Simpson to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt takes a three, and it is good.
Two crucial plays by Cameron King. First, the three-point shot, then saving it and not giving up on the play, allowing Turner Kurt to hit a huge three. This crowd is erupted. Wow.
83 to 81. 2:52 left in this overtime period here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Cottrill to Jonathan Williams. Back to Cottrill. Over to Legan. Legan to Lemon. Lemon to Kyrie Williams to Jonathan Williams. He takes a deep three. It's no good. Alex J will grab the rebound. Hand it to Jaron Simpson, who is behind him. Clarion kind of retreating back to defense at this point instead of the full court press they've been doing throughout the game. King with the ball on the left behind the arc. On Clarion's side, he finds Simpson. Simpson to Kurt. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Kurt with the ball. Finds Simpson. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. He takes a very deep three. It's going to be no good. Lawrence Lemlo grabbed the rebound for Clarion. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left on the shot clock, or on the clock. The shot clock doesn't get 2 minutes. Legan to Cottrill. To Lemon at the top of the arc. Lemon to Cottrill, unguarded. He takes a three. It is no good. Trey Staunch will grab the rebound, get it to Cameron King. King to Simpson. The 83 to 81. 1:41 left on the clock for this overtime period. Simpson takes the ball across half court. Moves to the right. Hands it off to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt at the top of the arc. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He moves into the arc, takes a shot. It is no good. He grabs his own rebound, goes up for the shot. It is no good. But there is a whistle. 83 to 81, Fighting Scots lead. 1:21 left in this overtime period. It's going to be a foul on Jonathan Williams. It's going to be his fifth. And Jonathan Williams will sit down for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, that is a big hit to Clarion, but they've also had great production from Kyrie Williams and Elijah Cortrell, so it's hard to have a guy go down out of foul trouble, but
Turner Kurt's, oh, excuse me.
No, it's okay.
Turner Kurt's first shot is good, 84 to 81. The flip on that, Clarion brought in Steven Rodriguez, who also has 4 fouls right now. 1:21 left on the clock. That's a lot of time. There's going to be a whistle, and it's going to be Clarion's. 1:20 left on the clock. 84 to 81. It's going to be a foul on Trey Staunch. It's going to be his 4th. Now we're in this overtime period. We're getting into
the nitty-gritty, yeah.
Both teams in double bonus here. Lemon at the line here. 84 to 81, the score sits at 1:21. A lot of time left, especially in an overtime period. Lemon at the line here. Takes a shot, no good. Staunch will grab the rebound. Get it to Simpson. He drives in, grabs it, gets it to Staunch. Staunch to King. King takes a three. It is no good, but Staunch will keep the ball in play. Clarion will get it. There's going to be a whistle.
Yeah, great aggressive play by Trey Staunch trying to keep it in, but that almost turned into a disaster for Edinboro as Clarion was rushing down for the fast break. Thankfully, quick foul from Edinboro, and now Clarion, instead of getting the easy lane to the basket, now has to work for their points at the foul line.
84 to 82, 58.6 seconds left on the clock. Cottrill's first shot is good. 1 point separates these two teams right now. Cottrill again at the line, 58.6 seconds left on the clock. Second one is no good. Alex J with the rebound. Gets it to Simpson. Simpson holds the ball with 50 seconds left. Kyrie Williams getting very close to it. He hands it off to Trey Staunch. Staunch to King. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Alex J inside to Staunch. Staunch outside to Turner Kurt. Turner Kurt unguarded. Makes his way up towards the basket. There's going to be a whistle.
Yeah, it looked like Kurt was wide open for the three-point shot, but very wise decision as he had an open lane to the paint. He just decided to drive, and now he's going to get a chance to shoot two here.
With 39.9 seconds left on the clock, Turner Kurt is at the line, shooting two. 84-83, Edinboro leads, both team in double bonus. Edinboro now with, as Turner Kurt makes his first shot, 85-83. Edinboro out on the court in this overtime period has 3 players with 4 fouls right now. Second shot is no good. Clarion will grab the rebound. And a miscommunication. Lawrence Lemon's pass intended for one of the 2 players in the direction he tossed it is going to go out of bounds on Clarion's side of the court. Alex J with the throw in, 37 seconds left on the clock. He finds Jaron Simpson. Simpson. Clarion looking for a travel call. Simpson still with the ball, 24 seconds left. 16 on the shot clock, 85-83. One layup separates these 2 teams right now. Edinboro in the lead. Simpson drives, takes a 3-point shot, and it is good. Clarion quickly takes the ball down to Edinboro's side, takes a 3-point shot, and it is good. Bringing the score 88-86 with 2.7 seconds left on the clock. Cottrell ran down to Edinboro's side during celebration and took the 3-point shot. Edinboro was down there, just not set and got ready to go. 2.7 seconds left on this clock in overtime. We're already in overtime. There is going to be a foul called on Kyrie Williams. So Cameron King will be at the line here.
Yeah, how about Cameron King? We haven't seen much of him today, but that's the great thing about this team sport. Guys who are on the bench and in certain roles like this, they live for these moments, and he just made that crucial free throw. You play with the hand you're dealt, and Cameron King is making the most of his minutes here in this game.
Cameron King's first shot is good, 89-86. 2.7 seconds left on the clock. Cameron King is at the line. King's second shot is good, 70-86. 90-86. I don't know where my math skills are. 90-86. 2.7 seconds left in this men's basketball matchup. The only thing that is, I don't want to say concerning me, but both teams are in the double bonus. And like I said, with 11 seconds left on the clock for the second half of the game, that intensity can get you in trouble.
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta play aggressively, but with control. That is the most important part, especially as you said, we are in the double bonus. Playing with control, but still having that fire and intensity to, stay out of foul trouble, especially in crucial moments like this.
You've got 6 players on the court from both teams, so 3 for each right now. Both are all with 4 fouls each. That, if this game were to go into a double overtime, that's what can make and break a team. Make or break it.
That's why the bench is so important. You have to come into those roles when least expected and, really thrive in these moments like Cameron King has done. He hasn't played much, but he's made the most of his minutes, and wow, what a game.
Edinboro did a fantastic job staying out of foul trouble in the game, at the beginning of the game. In the first half, they did so well staying out of foul trouble. Towards the end of the second half, that's when it kind of got in their way a little bit, but both teams in the double bonus here in overtime with 2.7 seconds left on the clock and 4 points separating these 2 teams. 1.7 seconds left. Clarion attempts to toss the ball from across half court. Trey Staunch will catch it. He'll use those football skills and catch the ball. And that will be the end. 90-86.
What a great game, Maddie. What a firework of a game. Kind of like the Slippery Rock game, but this time Edinboro gets a win and on their home court, 90-86. Basically, it came down to Clarion's mistakes at the foul line. They missed some crucial shots from the stripe, and it's always important to make those shots. And I think that was the difference here. And great rolls from both Cameron King, Jaron Simpson at the end, huge shots. Trey Staunch pulling his weight, cleaning up the board. So this is a great morale booster for this Edinboro Fighting Scots team going into the last game here against IUP. So it's always great to have a win for these guys. And wow, what a game. I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say, really.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, that game on Wednesday against IUP, there's lots of sports going on this weekend. Right now, I believe track is still happening in that dome. Wheelchair basketball is still going on in Crawford. Make sure you get over there if you have the chance. Tomorrow, the women's lacrosse team opens their season at 11 a.m. at Sox Harrison. Weather depending. Hopefully they got some good weather out there. It is February in Edinboro. But at this point in time, lacrosse is happening at 11 a.m. at Sox Harrison tomorrow morning. So get on over there, support the team. And then on Monday, tennis will be at home in Erie at 11, both men's and women's. And then on Wednesday, here at Macomb Fieldhouse, there will be the last regular season home matchup for the men's and women's basketball teams at 5:30 and 7:30. You can hear all that action on 88.9 right here. It will also be streamed live by ETV. Make sure you tune in, as I did say, the last regular season home game, as with Edinboro women's basketball team's spot in the playoffs, they were guaranteed a home game. So this will be the men's last game at home for the season, and then the women's team, I believe. We'll have to check some stats, but this will be the last regular season home game. I could say that for certain. And then on Saturday of next weekend, catch the last regular season last regular season game for both the men's and women's basketball teams on air here on 88.9, as both teams will be traveling to Mercyhurst University, and then the week of March 4th, playoffs begin. The women's team has already secured their spot. So make sure you're tuned in. We will be bringing you all that actions too. And then a couple weeks from now, softball will start up and lacrosse is starting up tomorrow. We hope to be getting on air for some of those sports. So make sure you stay tuned and stay tuned throughout the week as all the specialty shows on WFSC. Thank you to Mogo on the board for running the board for us today. We really appreciate you. Make sure you tune into his specialty show. You can find all the information for that on our social media page. Chase has a specialty show on Wednesday night. Make sure you tune into the Random Hour. I do not right now have a specialty show, but we'll get there. It will probably be Trey Staunch, Chris Rosado Jr. and I. So make sure you stay tuned for updates on that. But for today, that's going to be it from us. 2 wins here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Big days. Hoops for Harley men's basketball alumni. Make-A-Wish Day. Big games. So it was great to call it, and great to call it with Chase Rowland. Thank you, Chase, for being here.
Always a pleasure, Maddie. Always a pleasure.
Again, thank you to Mogo on the board for running the board. Can't thank you enough. Thank you to ETV for the stream. But from here at Macomb Fieldhouse, that's going to be all for us right here today. So stay tuned throughout the week to 88.9 WFSC Fighting Scots Radio.